in there? Baskets, bowling balls?
No, just some rocks I found on loose farms. Treasure stuff.
Let me get that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
My son has decided to bring half the state of North Carolina home with him.
Well, myself, I bought most of Massachusetts. You never know when you need a big rock, right? Or a taxi cab. Would that be the easiest way to get to downtown Llanview? Huh? Or a bus or something? I knew I should have brought my rollerblades.
Where the heck is Cord?
Take a taxi cab. They're right over there. And the bus takes forever.
Oh, okay. Later, dude.
Yeah, Pete, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you taking over the field hockey team. Yeah, well, I didn't want to let down the kids, you know? I understand. Pete, can you hold on for just a second, please? Thanks. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on. Maggie?
Now, what does the Bible say? When I was a man, I put away childish things.
Maggie Carpenter, it is you, and you still haven't quit teasing me. Boy, it's good to see you. Come here.
It's good to see you, too.
Come in. Come in. Let me take a good look at you. Oh, you look wonderful. You look great. Just great.
Thanks.
Been too long.
It has, I know. I'm so sorry I wasn't here when your father died. Uncle Sloan was always so good to me. So why couldn't God have left him alone and taken his brother instead, huh? My dear old dad. Why couldn't it have been my dad who killed, not yours?
Same old Maggie. Nice to see you haven't changed.
Oh, I've changed. I bet you it's my father who hasn't changed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You look a little shell-shocked. I should have barged in here without a phone call.
Oh, it's all right. And whoever said that Maggie Carpenter should do what she ought to do anyway. Come on, man. Come on. Let me finish up this phone call, and then I'll be right with you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Pete, you still there? I'm sorry. Yeah, my cousin Maggie blew in from out of town. I haven't seen her in years. Yeah, I do. Listen, let's just wrap this up. My knee's healing nicely, but I think I coached my last game for the season, so I was wondering if you could take over. Great. Thank you. Thank you a million. I appreciate it. Yeah, and listen, I want you to tell all those kids, beat First Baptist. Okay. I will, Pete. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
So? Seems like you haven't changed much either. Still fighting the good old fights for God and country and for Yale.
Hey, I've mellowed. Let me tell you, a few years ago, if you'd shown up after who knows how many years, I would have looked you right in the eye and I would have asked you, why?
You know, I remember when you broke your leg at a fraternity party, and now it's with kids. Geez, everything is so nice, Andrew. I mean, you settle down and become an adult. No more rock posters on the wall, big piles of your dirty laundry all over the floor.
Hey, go upstairs and check, all right? You know, but quit trying to evade the question here. I'm still waiting for an answer.
Well, it's a blast from the past. I mean, it's really simple. I was heading south from Boston and on my way to see my dad in Maryland.
Wait a second. You're going to go see your dad. Now, I thought you weren't on speaking terms with the bishop.
Well, I'm not. That's why I chickened out and I stopped here. I thought that maybe you could, you know, give me one of your old handy, preppy pep talks. You know, go on, Maggie, you can do it. Go see your dear old daddy.
Okay. Go on, Maggie, you can do it. Go see your dear old daddy. Come on. He's not a bad guy. I mean, sure. Okay, yeah. I get the letter every week asking me why I'm not the Bishop of Pennsylvania yet, but, you know, there's hope for the man. Maggie, wait till I tell you about what happened to my dad the year before he died. It's amazing. I mean, where did we get? He fell in love. He got married. He made peace with William's memory. He started an AIDS foundation. My dad, the homophobe, he actually embraced William's lover.
That isn't mine. But, Andrew, look, Uncle Sloan had a really warm, wonderful side underneath all that uniform. My father doesn't.
Well, if you feel that way, why are you going to see him?
I made a promise to someone. You know, Uncle Sloan used to scare me to death. I mean, that uniform and those eyes. I thought for sure you'd end up in the Army, mainly because you'd be afraid not to.
Hey, I was afraid. I was afraid, and, you know, but I rebelled. I found my own path. Became an Episcopal priest. Which, of course, is pretty tame by your standards. I remember that. What are you doing? What are you looking for coins in my couch? What is it? What are you doing?
Well, sometimes, in my couch anyways, there'd be like a loose cigarette that maybe was still in the car.
Maggie, you wrote me years ago you'd quit.
I did, hundreds of times. The last one was 1 week, 3 days, 6 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Well, that's good. That's a start.
That is good. That is good. It's 30 minutes better than last time.
Yeah. Of course, you're still scrounging around in people's couches for cigarette butts, but, you know.
I just want to hold one in my hand, okay? I don't want to...
Yeah. Right.
I'm such a liar sometimes. And you know what? It's your fault.
My fault? What's my fault? The lying or the smoking? Which is my
You
fault?
stole that cigarette from Aunt Jane and
Oh,
under the steps.
please.
How can you
Remember these things. You were the one. You were the corrupting influence in my life, Maggie.
Please.
You were. What were we? We were only 7 or something.
Seven. It was so terrible, and I knew my father would hate it. So by the time I was 13, I couldn't get enough of them.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the only thing you couldn't get enough of. Sorry.
You sent me this picture of Cassie and River. You sent me a lot of pictures.
Yeah. Listen, can you blame me?
No.
Look at those two. They're beautiful.
She is beautiful. Don't tell me she's out walking with Davy right now in the park.
No, I hate to burst your bubble there, but River's asleep upstairs, and Cassie, she's out covering a story for the band, and that's a local paper. But, she'll be home soon.
He's got a great smile.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then why shouldn't he be happy with a daddy like you?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a whole story, but I'll tell you, River is the best thing that ever happened to Cassie and me. Hey, listen, you're going to find out for yourself one of these days.
I already have a kid.
You got a kid?
I got 16 of them.
What? What? Well, you've been busy these days, have you?
They're my students.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Boy, does that tell you what state the educational system is in? I am a teacher.
No, Maggie, listen, I think you would be a great teacher.
Yeah. You know what, I am. It took me long enough to figure out what I was going to do with my life, but when I moved to North Boston and there was an opening at an elementary school, Andrew, I really love it.
It shows. Maggie Carpenter, teacher. Love it.
Hey, no stranger than Andrew Carpenter, minister.
Minister, yeah. I bet you put me right on the same list with your dad, don't you?
No.
Yes, you
That's
do.
a different list. Different, really. Bishop Carpenter thinks he's doing God a favor by wearing the collar. It's all about power, but you do it for faith. I really admire that.
Thank you. You still a Catholic?
What? Does that surprise you?
You want me to be honest with you? I think you converted because you wanted to annoy your dad.
Well, I did.
There you go.
It's quite a slap in the face for an Episcopal bishop's daughter to turn Catholic. But I guess the joke was on me because it stuck. You know, I'm not the same wild kid who used to put whipped cream in your sneakers. I've matured. I've mellowed. And I would kill for just one little drag on a cigarette.
Well, I'm not going to help you out there, but I got some cold beer in the fridge. What do you say?
So, don't get it.
No. Let me. I know where it is, and I also need the exercise.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, old.
So I'll come tomorrow night, okay? Hello?
Darling, come quick. There are 2 intruders who barged in with 2 pizzas.
Excuse me, there seems to be some mistake here. Do I know you?
If you think that old line is going to work on me, you're dead wrong. So, please, if you'll kindly move and take your pizza with you, you've got the wrong record.
Excuse me, lady, but this is my house. And if you don't leave in the next 2 seconds, then I'm going to have a...
I'm sorry, Cassie. I'm so sorry. I couldn't resist.
Someone want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I'd really like to know what's going on myself.
Okay. What have you done now, Maggie?
What? I just told them they had the wrong house for the pizza delivery.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the wacky world of my cousin Maggie.
Your cousin?
Maggie? Maggie? Why didn't you say so?
What, ruin a good joke?
Yeah, and you better get used to her jokes. Wait till that water balloon falls right on your head.
Well, you got me. I have been dying to meet the...
The whore of Babylon? It's okay, Cassie. I know it's one of my family's favorite little nicknames for me.
Kind of hard to live up to, isn't it?
Yeah, but I try. And yes, I have met you at the airport. I was asking for directions, and you mumbled something and walked away.
I had a lot on my mind.
Well, that's okay. Your son came through for you. Maybe he can teach you some manners sometime.
Ouch. Yeah, well, Max, you've just been introduced to the fastest tongue this side of Boston.
Why don't we go outside, enter again, and then we can all enjoy our pizza together?
This looks like a family dinner.
Yeah, we got plenty of pizza.
No,
Stay.
some other
Max,
time. Some other
stay.
time, please.
No, Mr. Holden, I really hope it wasn't me.
It wasn't. Good night, Cassie. Miss Carpenter.
Can't the man take a joke?
No. Listen, it's not you. It's, he lost his wife recently.
Oh, that sweet little boy.
Well, there's also twins under the age of 1.
Oh, God. Me and my big mouth. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings, too. I tend to go to extremes.
It's okay, Maggie, really.
Well, then good. You won't mind if I stay for a month? I'm teasing. I'm just teasing.
Maggie, stop
I just want to stay long enough to share some really wonderful scandalous stories about your husband. Now, did he ever tell you about Patty Holmes? And
Oh, don't.
Don't you, Andy, get plates, napkins. I think I'm gonna like this because of yours.
Help.
Help. Well, he was really, really nervous when he went out with him. He was shaking so bad, he had sweat pouring off his forehead. Just like that and that, with his shirt